Got a piece of it.
Boston ball.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Feeds it to Miller. Lets it go from deep. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Miller's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Farmar kicks to Bradley. And stolen by Richardson. And that one's good. Burke.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Now here's Bradley. Six to shoot. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Weiss. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
Now here's Bradley. From the arc. Can't hit. And it's Boston the other way. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Richardson, no luck. And it's the Bronx with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Here's Maxiel. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Farmar passes to Place. Here's Bradley. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Bronx shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Burke. Goes up on the wing. And another basket for Boston.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Outside Bradley. The pass to Place. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Aaron Gray, he's checked in for Boston. Boston leading by 5. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Boston making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Burke dishes to Miller. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Miller's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Now here's Burke. Following the miss by Avery Bradley. Here's Richardson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Timeout called here, the first for the Bronx. Some changes for Boston. Chris Copeland's checked in for Darius Miller. Garcia comes in for Richardson. And it's Marshall in for Trey Burke. Here's Ennis. And another miss by the Bronx.
You have to be willing to pass in those situations. That was a low percentage shot.
Here's Mitchell. The Bronx grabs the miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Wilcox kicks to Bairstow. Ennis passes to Bairstow. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Kendall Marshall at the line for 2.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Kicks to Copeland. Pass to Marshall. Nice ball movement by Boston. Mitchell dishes to Copeland. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And that does it for the first quarter. Boston on top, up by 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
So on the floor for the Bronx. Chris Johnson is out there with Jimmer Fredette. Then there's Hairston. And it's Pleiss in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Boston on D. 6-point lead. Now here is Fredette. Burke covering. Out left to the wing. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Burke. Burke's got 3 assists in the game. Fredette kicks to Johnson. Pass to Pleiss. Up and in on the layup.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Fredette. Burke grabs the miss.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Bradley's checked in for the Bronx. Farmar comes in for Fredette. It's stolen by Bradley. Fast break, the Bronx. Bradley's got the ball. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Farmar.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
The finish, and finished off by Hairston.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Bradley drives in. Farmar.
Yes, sir.
Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Timeout called. LeBron.
They saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Bronx making a switch here. Bullard checked in.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, team dancers.
Boston making some changes. Gray comes in for Perry Jones. And Kendall Marshall subbed in for Richardson.
Kendall Marshall.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And that one's good.
Kendall Marshall.
Marshall's got the lead up to 8 now for Boston.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Tries it from 9. The shot misses. Now Boston takes it the other way. Fredette, the pass to Gray. He kicks it to Fredette. Here's the screen. Gray dishes to Maxfield. And now it's a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Boston lead.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Taken away. And the foul on Jordan Farmer. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for the Bronx.
Into the lineup of the Bronx team, Cameron Barstow.
Now here is Miller. He's guarded closely. And Maxfield kicks to Miller. Marshall inside the 3-point line. The shot is off.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Bronx making a switch here. Dawson's checked in. Here's Miller. Bronx grabs the miss.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
The Bronx shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one falls for Wilcox. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. And Wilcox drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Burke kicks to Miller. Richardson the pass to Maxfield. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside. It's been a nice game for Richardson. He's got 8 points and 1 steal.
Felix kicks to Bairstow. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch. Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line, Darius Miller.
He hits both from the stripe. 11 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Fredette, the pass to Dawson. Johnson outside. And stolen by Miller. Marjanovic. And that's not going to go.